I lived with my mom. And every time I lived with my mom, like I really never listened to her. I just go about my own business, do my own thing, go smoke weed. And at that time, I was living in the meadows. But, I mean, I remember that same time at age 12, I had a best friend named Rodrigo. I remember me and him. We were little, we used to smoke weed. We know this kid named Adolfo, and his mom, she was, she was passed drugs in Mexico. She used to work for the cartel. And I remember me and my friend Rodrigo and another friend named Adrian later on down the road when we found out, we used to go to her house and we used to steal pounds. And each break was 2 pounds. Then I remember started selling weed and then didn't really know how to sell weed, just how I bought it. So all the money that I got, it went to alcohol, girls, movies, clothes. I was 12, so what does 12-year-olds get? Candy still? It's candy. And then after a while, I just started breaking more laws, started getting gang involvement at a young age. I remember I used to break into a lot of houses, cars, pretty much everything you could think of. And then I got caught a couple times. And I think it was 2009, 2010, I got committed for an armed robbery that took place, and the gun was fired at the same time. And then they direct followed me. They told me they were gonna give me a long time. I just remember them saying years on top of years that I was never gonna get out. And I got blessed with the 1 to 2. I mean, got out. I mean, went to Lookout Mountain, CRB, ran. Went back to Spring Creek with Denver County first, and then Spring Creek, and I ended up in Zeb. And it's crazy because, like, everybody that comes second chance to me pretty much is from Zeb and Spring Creek. And that's what's crazy because, I mean, that's where, like, I met Stevan from Zeb Pipe. Remember when I went there, I went to Zeb Pipe to finish my remainder. It was like 4 months I had left. And I remember those 4 months, like I started coming here, and at first I didn't like it. You know, I was still gang mentality, like, oh man, like a bunch of people over here, you know, like just talking crap, and then sit there and Gabe over here, sluggish with his hair longer than long. But I remember when I was in there, like they'll tell me a lot about Jesus, and then started coming to stay on the group, got involved. And after I got involved, I liked it, you know, like wanted to change my life since I was in there. I got tired of just living how I was living. And but remember I met Stevan, he helped me out a lot. Like like growing up, I pretty much grew up myself, you know, like never ate. You know, I just taught myself everything I know, you know, like everything that I know how to do, work, I taught myself. My dad wasn't around, but I mean, my whole life, like I felt like no one really cared for me. Then I come here and like, just it's hard how to tell how a person cares about you, even though they don't know you. You're a little Christ. I mean, Esteban, he tells you he'll be there, you know, like that's the person that in my life that I say this, you know, think a lot. He helped me grow up a little bit faster, you know, like just by what he tells me. Like, yeah, it might seem it goes through one ear, not the other, but like to myself, like I just question, you know, like I have a son. He's about to be 11 months. Here next month on the first. And that's my world right there, you know. And then till these days, I still get in trouble. Like just being out on parole, going for second chance, put a step on through a lot of stuff. Drove crazy, getting in trouble left and right. I mean, he'll go out and bat for me, you know, so I don't go back to jail. Then I'll end up going back to jail to CJC. Then I was just going through some issues at home. Got kicked out of my house. Had to go through this Haven program. That place was crazy. But I remember just, I mean, a lot of things. There's bad things, a good thing. But what I have to say is just, I mean, believe in Christ. Don't let him down. I mean, I did. I regret it because I was coming to group. I stopped coming, and then I went to county. I got caught driving with a gun in the car. They impounded my car. It sucked. They were telling me, "Oh, you're looking at time in prison." So I was like, "Man, I didn't even get to finish parole for DYC, and I'm already going to adult prison again." Like, I mean, it sucked. Esteban was the only person that went to go see me. None of my friends, my homies weren't there. That gun wasn't mine. I took the rap for a friend because he didn't want to get deported. No, I'm not legal. I'm not a citizen. I'm a resident. I can still get deported, and I mean, it's just hard living in America when your birth certificate says Mexico. Like, it's the hardest thing on earth. Like, I mean, especially just coming to here, then just listening to your parents, and then the first word that you're always trying to keep a lookout is cops and amiga. It's crazy. Like, they take it seriously, and it's like, I mean, like, it's just crazy how you see, like, like, I'm glad I have it. I can see it both ways, It's like, you see it the Mexican way, you see it the American way, and it's like, you look at both and you're like, man, like, this world's way so different from this world, like, these people are all freedom and want to work. These people are over here like, man, I gotta go out there and work and sacrifice my life and make sure I don't get in trouble. But yet, they try not to get in trouble and try to hide from the law because they don't want to get deported, but yet they're in the clubs drinking, DUI, I mean, it's hard, but, I mean, it all works out. Like, just one thing I wish is I wish that I would have stayed close to God, because through those times in county, like I didn't feel it no more. Like, I didn't even feel it no more. Like, I tried, wouldn't even feel it. And then I told Stella, dude, like, I don't even feel like it at sometimes, And then, I know, like, deep down, he's still there, because I can feel him sometimes. But, I mean, I've been in, like, since I've been out, I've been involved in so much bad stuff. Like, I regret it, like, I want to live for my son so much. I love him with all my heart. He's with me every day. But like, it comes to weekends, like, I'll leave with my friends, guns in the car again, drugs, and there I am again, just getting myself involved. Like, every weekend it comes up, and then when I'm with them, I love it, I'm like, yeah, my homies, like, oh, these are it's like family. But yeah, when I go home, I tell myself, there's guns in the car, and I know me when I'm on drugs or I'm on alcohol, like, I get a little bit crazy out of my head, like, I want to be the first person the sun comes down to take action. So I tell myself, like, I mean, are you going to keep doing this, Irving? Because you're 21 years old. I mean, you never had your dad in your life. I don't want to leave my son without his dad in his life. And every time I look at him, it tears me up. I don't want to be a part-time dad. I want to be a full-time dad. But just thanks to Second Chance for opening doors. There's people out there that really, 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 really struggle and they're going through a lot of pain. And just pray for them, like, I mean, this is the only place that I can come to and just let it out. At home, I try, it's hard. In the street by myself, it's hard. It's like here, I feel safe, and then I just feel blessed. And then I just want to thank Stefan, Lisa, and then just that pipe, because, I mean, even though it's not the best place, but it still influences and touches heart, and it lets you, like, the real life, the real meaning of life. And the real meaning of life is Jesus Christ. That's it.